Welcome, Marketplace Ambassadors, to our 2024 Quarter 3 video newsletter. I'm Chris Simpson, President of CBMC International, and I'm so glad you're here. The past 90 days have been filled with remarkable ministry action, from golden anniversaries and new country launches to media engagements and national conventions. We've been advancing headlong for the gospel. We have no plans to slow down. So without further delay, let's dive in. Let's start with the Asia-Pacific region. In August, CBMC Singapore celebrated its golden anniversary, a significant milestone for this vibrant ministry. For 50 years, CBMC Singapore has been leading the charge for Christ in Southeast Asia. Partners from around the globe gather to honor and celebrate this incredible achievement, alongside the dedicated men and women of this missional nation. CBMC Thailand celebrated a significant milestone of its own, its 40th anniversary. The Marketplace Ambassadors of CBMC remain steadfast in seeking new avenues for Christ, faithfully passing the faith forward in the Thai marketplace. Meanwhile, in Korea, CBMC held its 50th National Convention in the southeastern city of Ulsan. With over 2,500 attendees, the convention was a powerful gathering filled with energy, fellowship, and Christ-honoring worship, a testament to the ministry's long history on the peninsula. In the Philippines, CBMC has been making significant strides, hosting multiple outreach events and cross-cultural engagements. They boldly expanded their reach through online streaming and TV broadcasts, sharing the ministry's core mission and time-tested practices with thousands across the region, furthering their impact for the gospel. Pack your bags. The 24th CBMC Asia Pacific Convention is just around the corner. From October 23rd to the 26th, CBMCers from across the globe will gather at the Galaxy International Convention Center in the stunning city of Macau. We can't wait to see you there. Turning to North America, CBMC Oklahoma City hosted a President's Dinner, where I had the privilege of joining U.S. President David Myers and members from the area. It was a fantastic opportunity to expand the vision of our U.S. members and connect them more deeply to our global mission. In the Raleigh-Durham Triangle region, CBMC held its 26th annual Leadership Breakfast, continuing a strong tradition of community outreach and bold evangelism. CBMC Lincoln hosted its 23rd annual Golf Classic with over 150 golfers and volunteers coming together for fellowship, faith, and fun. Meanwhile, CBMC Maryland continues to see great success with its Outreach Dinner Speaker Series, highlighted by their September event, From Success to Significance. In the Middle East, CBMC India has experienced a lively and fruitful quarter, marked by new team growth, YP group activities, and outreach events throughout this dynamic nation. CBMC Madurai held a retreat in Kotralam, offering members a time for spiritual reflection and personal growth. At Karunya University, longtime CBMC leader Dr. Gibson Vedamani delivered an inspiring lecture on entrepreneurship to over 1,400 students, equipping the next generation of Indian marketplace leaders. Finally, Life Focus Society hosted an event in Bangalore themed Advancing with Certainty in a VUCA World, where I had the privilege of addressing a remarkable group of community leaders via streaming video. Heading over to Europe, CBMC Netherlands continues to make great strides. In September, they hosted an impactful evening featuring the U.S. group Kingdom at Work, sparking meaningful conversations on integrating faith and kingdom-minded focus throughout the professional spheres. In Portugal, Dr. Cristina Rebelo presented How to Add Value to Your Business in the beautiful city of Aveiro, offering valuable insights to the local Portuguese business community. Meanwhile, in Latvia, the popular Business Luncheon Series continued with September's event on God's guidance in the swing of business. Entrepreneurs Baiba Grinberga, Kasparis Purins, and artist Vaslavis headlined the panel, sharing powerful stories of how God's guidance has shaped their business journeys through seasons of both growth and challenge. Shifting to Latin America, CBMC Argentina hosted a well-attended community outreach event in Mendoza, followed by leadership training in Luján de Cuyo. In addition, South America Director Harold Cardona and I joined Western Argentina Director Daniel Seriani and his leadership team in Portadillos for a much-needed retreat focused on strategic planning and fellowship, strengthening both our bonds and our joint vision for the future. A major celebration unfolded in Medellin as CBMC Colombia was officially inaugurated as our newest ministry nation in Latin America. Directors Ruben and Adriana led the charge, hosting 3 impactful events throughout this vibrant city, boldly planting the flag for Christ in the heart of the Medellin Chamber of Commerce. This marks an exciting new chapter for the ministry in the region. In Mexico, CBMC Director Edgar Medina continues to push boundaries with both online and in-person outreach. In Monterrey, a highly anticipated event featured Edgar as the keynote speaker on biblical entrepreneurial leadership, drawing strong interest from local business leaders eager to integrate faith into their leadership practices. Excitingly, CBMC Guadalajara launched its first team meetings in September, marking a new beginning for the ministry in the region. Meanwhile, CBMC Reynosa celebrated the formation of its first all-women's team as our sisters in the marketplace charged boldly ahead for Christ, making a gospel impact in the Mexican business community. In Africa, the third quarter was marked by incredible moves of God across the continent. In Zambia, CBMC held its golf fundraiser tournament in August, where marketplace ambassadors from around the capital city of Lusaka gathered on the links to support the ministry's mission. In West Africa, leaders from across the region gathered in Monrovia, Liberia for the West Africa Leaders Training. Regional Director Alex Chisanga led the sessions, engaging leaders from various sectors. From young professionals all the way to the office of the President of Liberia, CBMC continues to make a lasting impact, shaping both the current and next generation of leaders for Christ throughout the region. In South Africa, Director Haram Engelbrecht continues to advance the gospel with bold initiatives. The Trusted Advisor Forums are expanding in the northern suburbs of Cape Town, providing business leaders with a confidential space to guide and equip one another and their companies for the glory of Christ. Additionally, another inspiring CBMC weekend retreat in the Western Cape took place, building on a series of highly successful retreats across this Catalyst ministry nation. Wow. You know, it's easy to get caught up in the constant stream of challenges we see in headline news. But I pray this brief 90-day glimpse into CBMC International brings you much-needed encouragement and joy. God is powerfully at work, moving from nation to nation and transforming lives, one soul at a time. Before I wrap up, I had to celebrate this summer's Global T Factor virtual event. It was the most attended in history with over 1,000 participants from more than 50 nations. And finally, if you haven't already, I want to personally invite you to join the CBMC 360 Global Partnership Program. At CBMC International, we are committed to taking the gospel to the men and women of the global marketplace without hesitation and without boundaries. But we can't do it alone. We need your support. And I invite you to stand with us on the front lines of the faith. Until next time, God bless.